Hello, I'm Bill Hall. I'm the head grower here at Hoffman Nursery.
I'm Jessica Hall. I'm an account manager on the sales team here at Hoffman Nursery.
And we are here to talk about creating dynamic containers using grasses, sedges, and perennials. And we're shooting this here in Rougemont here at Hoffman Nursery. And before we get started, I want to talk to you a little bit about the containers that you see in front of you. These are containers you could buy. These are plastic containers that you can buy from Amazon or from a big box store. There's several different containers you can choose from plastic to ceramic to stoneware. Choose whichever one appeals to you, but be sure that you have adequate drainage in these containers before you plant them, which means make sure that you have drainage holes that are going to allow the water to escape. In these cases, we had to punch these drainage holes out. In a ceramic container, those drainage holes are usually provided for you. The other thing that's important right from the start is that you use a nice porous mix to plant these plants in. Here in the southeast, where we have abundant rainfall, I want to have something that's going to, a media that's going to drain well, so our plants and our containers don't become waterlogged. So this is a primarily pine bark peat moss mix. This is the same mix we grow in here at Hoffman Nursery, and we know it works here in this area. All right, now I'm going to turn it over to Jessica, and she's going to tell you about the design aspects of planting containers.
So when we're designing planters, we like to have a thriller, which is usually a tall focal point in the planting. And then we also like a spiller, so something that spills out over the side, so it doesn't feel like it's all jumbled in there. You really want something to soften the edges of the pot and make it look more natural. And then we like to put in a filler. So a filler is something that's either going to contrast with the rest of the plants that are in the pot and also kind of connect that thriller and spiller. So on this one, for example, we have Calamagrostis Carl Forster. This plant is known for its strictly upright growth habit and long bloom period. We also have Carex Feather Falls, which is a beast of a Carex. We love this plant. So something that would look really good with this, with the strict upright habit, the flowing habit, we chose Monarda fistulosa, which is one of our perennials that we chose to grow this year. So Bill, do you want to put in a few of these Monardas? So
I came ready to work.
The reason why I like the Monarda is because it's got kind of a wide flower on it, and that the purple flowers on there are going to complement the golden yellow flowers of the Calamagrostis. So they're opposites on the color wheel, and they're really going to stand out. And also, when you think about this, we've got texture here, we've got colored texture, and these are wide leaves as well. So all of this together is going to really create a dynamic container.
All right, you ready for me to plant?
Yeah.
Okay, you like this placement right here?
Yeah, that's good. So you always want to think about like colored foliage, variegated foliage, big wide leaves with narrow leaves, just things like that. So even if something isn't flowering at the time, it's still going to look fantastic. Yeah, that'll grow in really nicely. Yeah.
All right, how's that look?
Oh, great.
Okay.
All right, so for our next one, this is a good full sun plant. But here we've got Muhlenbergia demosa, and we have Carex Moonfalls, which is the smaller of this fall series. And it has beautiful creamy white variegation. And this Muhlenbergia demosa has a very fine texture. It's wispy, It is an annual in a lot of places in the United States, but it grows so fast you can treat it like a tropical or an annual. So it's really gonna shoot up and create a beautiful ferny type of foliage. So for this, we chose Conoclinium colistinum. So Bill, do you want to get a few of those to put in here?
Will do.
And the thing I like about this is the Conoclinium is a pollinator magnet, just like the Monarda. So you're kind of making a little pocket prairie here with your plants, with the sedges, with the Muhlenbergia, and the nectar coming from the Conoclinium. And this plant just blooms a lot. So you'll have full season beauty in here.
All right, here we go.
There you go. And that blue color is really going to be offset by the variegation in this Carex, and also this beautiful, beautiful ferny texture. So in this planter, we're going to do a wet planter. And we have put a plug of a chorus ogon in here. It's pre-planted, so it can kind of grow out a little bit. This likes wet feet. So it's going to do really well in an area that gets a lot of rain. The best thing to mix with this is another wet plant. We've chosen Juncus Big Twister. I love this plant. Just touching it is fantastic. And the dark green of this is going to complement the bright yellow variegation in the Acorus. So let's put like 3 in here, Bill.
All right.
So this can take sun, part shade, and a lot of water.
We got a lot of roots.
Yeah, a lot of roots. It can dry out as well. So you can dry this down if you go on vacation over the summers and not worry about it. Once it's established, they're very low maintenance and really modern. And I think that's what I like a lot about this planting, or planting with grasses and sedges. It really gives an updated, modern look to your plantings. So that's going to look great when that grows out. So in this pot, we're going to do more of a drier pot. So this is Carex Eversheen. It's part of the Evercolor series, and it's got beautiful lime green foliage with dark green edges, and it actually has its flowers on it right now. And the flowers are kind of a burgundy brown color. They look fantastic with Pennisetum rubrum. So this plant is considered an annual in most of the country, but it's just like the Mimosa. It's like a tropical. It grows really, really fast. So it will be 4 feet in no time. So let's plant some of those in there.
What do you want, 3 again?
Yeah, I think 3. So we always kind of stick with odd numbers if we can, so things don't look like they match up. So when these get big, they're really going to play off each other. The red burgundy color is going to complement this lime green color of the foliage. And this serves as host plants for a lot of pollinators. The hummingbirds will probably enjoy the red over here. So yeah, I think we did a good job.
I think we did. right, I hope you enjoyed our container planting demonstration, and all of this was all due to these 32 cell plugs. Everything you see here was derived from our 32 cell plug.
Yep. And that plant, like I said, can go right into the ground or in these containers for a quick finish. If you want to see these containers this summer, visit us at Cultivate. We will be there with our containers. You get to see the final product. If you ever have any questions about plants, about combinations, give the sales team a call. We love to solve problems. We love to help. So give us a call, send us an email. We will make some good suggestions for you.
All right.